This video is going to be all about how to create your own sound and blow up on SoundCloud. But before we get there, let me tell you a secret. Growing as an artist is not about crazy plugins. It's about your sound. Now, by having a unique sound, it really helps you grow exponentially fast as an artist. And that's because no one else will sound like you. And when you sound different than every other artist, this is when you start to get a lot of fans. Plus, the more consistent you are with making songs that have your sound, the faster you will grow. So in this video, I'm going to show you a proven system on how to develop your own sound and also how to grow on SoundCloud extremely fast. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, making music is not about expensive synths. Personally, I've invested in synths myself and I've tried using synths to make music and I have never been able to actually use it to actually make bombs. So when I work, I usually work inside the DAW. This means I use electronic synthesizers that's inside of a program like Ableton or Logic. And again, it's not about the synthesizers or the motivation. The artists who blow up put in the reps and they work on developing a unique sound daily. Think of your favorite artists. What makes them stand out? It's obviously their unique sound. It could be their lyrics, the way they say their lyrics, how they sing, their voice. It can also be the sounds that they use inside of their music. So the key here is developing your own unique sound. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So here's the thing, you cannot wait for creativity. So a lot of artists that I work with, and actually a lot of my friends say they don't have the motivation or the creativity to make music. And it's all based off emotion. So their emotion is driving their creativity, and this could be you also. But you really have to create a system where inspiration finds you and not the other way around. And that starts with a habit. Literally a daily commitment to making music. And I'm about to show you that it's actually a lot more fun to create music daily than it is to create music once in a while. So one of the best ways to create a habit is to do challenges. So I actually want to give you a challenge. I want you to make music for the next 30 days. Let's call it a 30-day challenge. So for the next 30 days, you're gonna make music for at least 30 minutes a day. And the goal of this challenge is for you to develop and design a unique style or sound. And that's because we want to stand out. And once you find a sound that you like, you're going to start saving them into folders or saving presets so you have easy access to these sounds whenever you're ready to make more music in the future. And not to mention that the more you make music, the better you become at making music. So say you're at a level 3 at making music. By the end of this 30 days, you're probably going to be at like a level 6, 7, or 8. So here's how it works. For the next 30 days, you're going to spend 30 minutes every single day making music, and that's it. This is enough time to create an idea and get some sounds in there. And after these 30 minutes, you're going to just export that file and move on to the next one. The goal is not perfectionism. It's to build momentum. So by the end of 30 days, you should be sitting on 30 fresh ideas and your skills should be literally top notch. You'll start to work faster. You'll start to recognize patterns in your style, and you'll also start to develop sounds naturally over time. Plus, you'll get really good at taking ideas that are in your head and actually translating it into real music. Now, let's say you're not a beginner. What should you do? If you're already comfortable making music and you already have a sound, literally just focus on finishing old projects. And if you're like most artists, you probably have a ton of old projects that you have not finished. So go back to those projects and try to develop them. Take 30 minutes and develop them a little bit further. So block out some time for your creative sessions, structure your workflow, and start building your catalog. I personally do this, and that's why in comparison to other artists, I barely have any unfinished tracks. Let me actually show you how I structure everything. So if you go into one of my folders, I have everything separated by year, and then I also have them separated by finished and unfinished. And inside of the folder, I have it separated into 3 categories. I have remixes, I have collabs, and then I have individual tracks. Now I always start it in unfinished, and then when I finish it, I move it over to finish. This way I know what is unfinished and I can always go back to that song to finish it. Personally, I don't like leaving things unfinished, so I always go back and finish my music. So congrats, you actually have a routine and a 30-day plan to start developing your sound. So in the next session, I'm going to show you how to actually get more listeners on your SoundCloud. And it's not just about getting more listeners. You have to get listeners that specifically like your style of music. For example, if you make house music, you need to find listeners that make house music. So how do you actually do that? And this is what I've been doing for the past year and a half, and it's gotten me from 2,000 followers all the way to 10,000 followers on SoundCloud. Now, I've been using a tool called Artist Management on SoundCloud. Basically, Artist Management finds listeners that already listen to my style of music. And after it finds the listeners that listen to my style of music or similar, it then follows them. And this is the key. When you follow someone, it triggers the notification. And then when they go and log in on their platform, they'll see a notification that I follow them. I interacted with one of the recent songs. I even commented on one of the recent songs. So Artist Management does all this for you. And when the user sees the notification, they're going to most likely go over to your profile, listen to your music, and then follow you. And that's how I've been able to go from 2,000 all the way to 10,000. And it's such a simple hack. I actually have a video walking you through exactly how it works and how to use it to grow on SoundCloud, and you could just check it out right here. And these are all real followers because Artist Management only finds active users on the platform, which means more social proof, more gigs, more fans, more connections. And I've personally had so many artists DM me on SoundCloud as a result. I'm seeing artists commenting on my songs, they're reposting my music, downloading my music from my download gates, they're joining my email list, they're even following me on Instagram and messaging me on Instagram. So as a result of using Artist Management, I've actually gotten a lot more opportunity all over the world. I've been playing in Egypt, I've been playing in Switzerland, Sweden, I played in New York City, I played in Germany. I've literally played all over because when promoters look at my profile, they see that I have a lot of followers, and not just a lot of followers, but a lot of engagement on my music. And also it really helps when you're pitching to promoters that you can show them proof. So if you go to your analytics on SoundCloud, you can see what locations listen to your music the most. And literally all you have to do is reach out to promoters in those locations and show them this statistic. And as a result, it helps you increase the chances of you getting more gigs. So if you're serious about developing your sound, then take this 30-day challenge and start making music every single day. And once you develop your sound and you want to start growing on SoundCloud, you can use a platform like Artist Management to do that. So if you're serious about growing on SoundCloud, I'm actually gonna drop a link on this video to Artist Management as well as my promo code. So if you sign up, just use my promo code. And I want to know, what is your biggest struggle as an artist? Drop in the comment your biggest struggle and I will try to respond to all of you guys. So if you found value from this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and drop that comment. And if you did like this video, go and check out this video, which goes over how to use Artist Management to get a lot of followers on SoundCloud. And I'll see you guys over in that video.